you have to be careful because you don't want to eat too much seafood because you may take a shower that night, but you still may smell like seafood in the morning because that's what you ate.
And you know what? People do wake up in the morning feeling like some shrimp and grits, though. You know what I'm saying? Fish and grits, salmon croquettes.
Salmon croquettes, right. I mean, like, really, so, you know, just, you know, I'm sure if you just took an extra shower that day, you would be fine. But, you know, watch that. If you know you got a special night coming up, don't order the lobster garlic noodles. 40 years ago, I would say, that oral sex is a staple in a relationship. It's a standard in a relationship. Like if you move forward to where we are today, and how long would you say that this has probably been the case? Now I think it was going on. Sounds kind of ugh, but I think it was going on when our parents and stuff were, you know, dating and stuff.
Let me tell you, the first porno I ever saw, right? I was young.
Jeez,
okay?
Don't tell on your mama that.
Nah, this ain't my mama.
Don't shame your mama.
I think this is my daddy's stash. So,
but still, don't make your mama look bad on this.
Yeah, how?
It's like, what was your son doing watching pornos at 4?
No, I snuck it.
Oh yes.
Okay, so I definitely snuck it out, and once I found, because it was an unmarked tape. You feel me? It was straight unmarked.
Oh, you one of them kids.
Yeah, just trying to find stuff to watch. Like, what is this? Put it in. So this was the 80s, okay? These white men walk into this Chinese restaurant, right? They sit down on the floor. All of the waitresses or servers got on kimonos. So they be like, what would, and the men sit on the floor Indian style. So they like, what would you be having? And then he look at the other guy that he with. He like, what you in the mood for? And then the one guy was like, sushi, I think. And then he was like, yeah, sushi. It's a good idea. So the lady kind of bowed, and then she moved her kimono to the side, and it was just straight bush. And she said, sushi. And the nigga dug in. Boy, they dug in.
This was the 80s?
80s.
Oh, good Lord. Are you serious right now?
Dead ass B.
Okay, so again, I think it was so I think it was like a wave of popularity, right? It kind of like fluctuated, you know, waxed and waned, if you will, right? So I think it was a point where it wasn't popular. There's a point where it was popular, but then it was kept on the low, and there's a point where nobody was doing it, and then there was a point where everybody is doing it. So what we're going to do today is I am going to list the top 5 things that women can eat to make sure that their vaginal health is A-okay, particularly for that guy who likes to have a taste. Okay, so here we go. You ready for this? All right, so I'll start from 5 being like 5 to, I'll go from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
5 being the least.
5 being the least. Even though they are really kind of equally good, I put them in this order for like what I like to do. So
what you mean? What you mean by what you like to do?
I mean, I put them for like the ones that I really implement on a daily basis or really implement on a regular basis. Those are going to be like number 1.
Okay. Right.
And probably for a lot of people, if they're doing this already or if they're not doing it already, these would be like easy things to do. So, and it's all easy. It's all simple stuff. This stuff doesn't cost a lot in the store. You just don't know that it's really going towards your vaginal health and your vaginal taste as well. Vaginal taste and smell. Right? So these are things that we want to make sure are A-okay for those special occasions. when your
Not
man.
for me. They're going to do it anyway.
Okay, so number 5, cranberry juice.
Okay,
right?
Cranberry juice.
Yes, so cranberry juice is good for your urinary tract health. And a lot of people already know this, right? You just kind of want to be taking cranberry juice in on a regular basis, not with your vodka, you know, but, you know, on a regular basis, not the simply cranberry kind, because it has a lot of added sugars and stuff like
not
that.
The juice cocktail.
Right.
Straight cranberry
Exactly.
juice.
You want the straight, no sugar added, authentic cranberry juice.
That's nasty as hell, though.
Hey, you know, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I don't appreciate. Listen.
I don't want no. I'm eating some.
No, this is not for taste as much as it is for your urinary tract health. Because if you got a urinary tract infection or any type of urinary irritation, you're not going to want to have sex.
Okay.
Period.
Okay.
And you're certainly not going to want a mouth down there because it ain't going to do nothing but irritate it further. So, but this, before we even get started, because I'm glad you brought that up, okay?
Okay.
People, I got to look directly in the camera when I say this. People, everything that you eat for your health does not have to taste good, okay? I drink a green powder every single day. This is not delicious. I just know what it is doing for my health. If you are only eating things that taste good to you, then you are absolutely crazy, especially at our age. You need to be eating things that you know are good for your health. Hell be damned to what they taste like.
Okay.
Okay, so the taste. Let's.
You know what? That's true. Because anytime I'm on my workout and I gotta have like a protein shake or anything like, I do not care what it tastes like. It's just about my health.
Right, you're feeding your muscles the protein that they need to repair themselves. Period. So yeah, like we gotta take that approach nowadays. So for good urinary tract health, you want to make sure that you're drinking cranberry juice on a regular basis.
Okay.
The one that again is no sugar added, all natural, that type of thing.
Okay.
Okay, everybody got that?
Got
cool.
It. Okay.
Now, number 4. Okay.
Number 4.
Sweet potatoes and or yams.
Okay.
Right. So sweet potatoes have vitamin A in them, right? And they're packed with vitamin A. I don't know if you all know, but the sweet potato and or the yam is known as the healthiest vegetable known to man.
Straight up.
A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah.
The sweet potato is packed with nutrients, right?
Okay.
Or the yams, right? And there are different types of yams that vary from country to country, but that whole family is just packed with nutrients. So anyway, they have vitamin A in there that are very good for the uterine wall, okay, the health of the uterine wall. And it's also very good for just the vaginal health overall. And now this is like a myth. I don't know if it's an urban myth, but it's a myth. It may have came from out of Africa. And it may not be a myth. It may be true. I have heard that women wanting to conceive, if they eat yams on a daily basis, it increases their fertility.
Hey, stay away from them girls eating yams.
Unless you want a baby. Yeah. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense because if your uterine wall is healthy, then it is a good, the environment for the uterine wall is conducive for an egg to implant.
Okay.
Right?
Makes sense.
So if it makes sense, right? Everything usually just makes a lot of good sense.
Right.
If vitamin A helps to keep the uterine wall healthy, then I could see that it could be good for fertility.
Okay.
So that's number 4. Sweet potatoes and yams. I'm not trying to get pregnant, so I don't.
Okay, hold on though.
Yes.
So, what will it help in eating?
Well, so we're talking about vaginal health.
Okay, so
right?
Wait. So this is about vaginal health.
This is about vaginal health, taste, and smell.
Okay. Gotcha.
And what we're gonna get to,
but because the health affect the taste and smell.
Absolutely.
Okay.
If it's not right down there, then everything is gonna be thrown off.
Okay.
Right? It may not even be fishy, because I'm not even talking about fishy. It may not be fishy, but it just may be maybe tangy. It may be something. You know what I mean? It may not be that water that you want to smell because.
But is it usually just water? Like every woman has their own
aura.
Yeah. Everyone it's always different. Some are similar, but it's always different, and it ain't never water, just regular. It's always a little something. You know what I'm saying? It's always a little something in the water. You know what I mean? It ain't just always this great. You know what I'm saying?
Well, on my best of days,
right,
I'm water. Okay, it's like.
Let me ask you: well water, river water, faucet water, spring water. I mean, it's something.
It's alkaline water. Okay.
pH balance,
right?
High pH.
Which I need to have it on my list. Is not, but alkaline water is very good for you. It keeps. I mean, well, the environment down there has to, you know, be a little bit acidic down there, and that's because what the man introduces to you is basic, right? And so, but it still just keeps a nice little balance down there. We got number 5 is cranberry juice. We got number 4 is sweet potatoes and yams. Number 3.
Okay.
Avocados.
Okay. Talk on avocados.
Avocados. Right?
It's a super fruit, super vegetable, super food.
Superfood, right? They are packed with omega fatty acids. Right, and we know that when we eat avocados, they taste kind of fatty, right? They're kind of oily, right? It's good, healthy fat. But what would you think that would help with?
Moisture.
Thank you. See, it all makes sense, right? So avocados are really good for lube, right? Keep it nice and moist down there. Able to, you know.
Hold on, real quick. That don't mean y'all don't go using those like lubing with avocados. Okay, don't guacamole lube. Guacamole lube. But don't nobody want to see no green stuff coming out of no. You feel me? Like I don't.
Oh my God.
Red flag.
Red relationship advice. Red flag.
I do not want to see it. You feel me? Like
No, I'm talking about we can let you put it down there yourself. We ain't talking about
Hell
that.
no.
Hell
no.
We ain't talking about
that's
that.
Good. That's a turnout. Every time I look down, just like you know, back in the day we used to have that red C6. You know what I'm saying?
Red, who? What now?
That red 6. Put the towel up under.
You
just be pumping. And you don't never look down. just like this, don't never look down.
You just pretend all of that is lubrication. All of that is just regular lubrication. Get the towel.
It better not be no white towel. It can be colorful and dark. You feel me? You just never looking down. Just.
Only you are like throwing my list to the left.
I'm just saying. So what about the avocados though? So what do we do with the avocados?
I know you just eat them. And it just helps you again to properly be able to secrete and have a nice level of moisture and not be dry. Another thing I really like about avocados, it probably should be a little lower on the list towards number 1. Is that, you know, of course, avocados are good for heart health. Those omega fatty acids are good for heart health. Like salmon and those things as well. So, you eat avocados and you're kind of like putting a barrier of protection over many parts of your body, if you will. So, okay. Number 2. And you know about this one, Shawn, because you've spoken on it before. But probiotics, right? So, yogurt.
Yo, I preach for, and you know what?
Let me let you take number 2. Go wrong with it.
Okay, I'm gonna take number 2 because I did a lot of research on this before. You know what I'm saying? Because like once you've been married or in long relationships and stuff, you want to make, you know, you get to know your woman. You get to know your women, stuff that throw them off, stuff that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you started noticing certain things, and so I started researching on yogurt, and let me tell you. Eating, okay, when you, women, for y'all, this does really work. Eating yogurt, not Greek yogurt, not Yoplait, not no sweetening. I'm talking about just plain nasty yogurt.
But the Greek yogurt is good, though.
Greek yogurt is good.
Yeah, it could be the Greek
sugar free.
Right.
Yeah, just whatever you want to do, you just don't want to make sure it have no sugar in it.
And that's the key, y'all. Sugar is the fucking devil. You notice everything that we have know that either has natural sugars, the sweet potatoes, no sugar, avocado. I mean, probably a little bit, but no. And with the cranberry juice, we said no added sugar. Like if you can stay away from sugar, you would do a lot. You would do a lot for the longevity of your life. I am currently working on that. It's not easy. Okay, I grew up. My mother owned her own bakery. So it's very difficult to like release that. But if, like you said, if you can release the sugar, if you can not add sugar, that's your first step already. That's half the battle.
Think about it. With yeast infection.
Yes. Listen, and let me tell you this, women. So this is one off. But let me tell you this. Let's talk about what not to eat when it comes to vaginal health. If you work out a lot, right? A lot of women who work out a lot, if you don't get out of those clothes fast enough, that yeast begins to overgrow. Because there's naturally yeast all over our body. Your hands, every part of the skin is there. But of course, it likes to grow in warm, moist environments. So if you work out and you don't get out of those clothes fast enough, then it'll start to grow. It's not the biggest of deal, but what you'll notice, and I want you women to now start paying attention to this. If you eat like a candy bar or a cupcake or something sweet, notice, do you itch a little bit down there at night? Right? It's because that sugar is going straight to that yeast and feeding it. And feeding it. So if you know that, women, pay attention to this now, because I have noticed it before. Like if you're eating sugary things and you notice that later on you feel a little itchy down there, it's because of that. So you really want to try to stay away from the sugar.
Wow. And you know what that gets to? If you feeling itchy down there, you know what? And we were just talking about avocado lube, but you can use yogurt lube though.
Tell them about it.
I'm talking about and use that yogurt lube. They go straight to the source.
So you're saying you don't even have to eat, you don't have to ingest it through the mouth and let it go through the system, let it go through the bloodstream.
Yeah.
You can just place topical.
Yeah.
You can just place it on there.
Inside, just like Monistat.
What, get like a syringe or
something? A penis can be the syringe.
Really?
Yeah.
Would they put it on your... Wait, hold on.
Yeah. Like say,
what would you do? You put it on your man's, put it a tablespoon on.
Yeah, say you like you got coconut oil or something. And then just you can do all that. I don't want to be too graphic,
right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put it all up in there and just use it as some lube. You know what I'm saying? Just like Monistat. Yeah, it goes straight to the source.
Because men have yeast too, and this is what a lot of was not talked about all the time, is that men have yeast down there.
And men get yeast infections. It's
men
possible.
Get yeast infections. Yeah. Oh, absolutely it's possible. Men who drink a lot of beer.
Yes.
Automatically, you walking around with a yeast infection.
Beer got a lot of yeast.
Whether you know it or not. If you drink beer on a regular basis, you are walking around with a yeast infection. Men, you are.
And then, you know, for men, you know, to know for the signs of a male yeast infection, you might just have a little itchiness on the tip. Not even nothing that you would even think about. But in between them areas, you might notice some scaliness or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, yogurt, I'm telling you, it works.
You can easily pass that on to a woman.
Back and forth. Y'all be going back and forth.
Back and forth. Child, you better go get that diflucan. Go get you that one-time pill.
Yeah.
Men? Yeah, men can take it. It's a pill. Yeah.
That's it.
If you feel like you have a yeast infection, or you know, you can go to your doctor and pretend like you had one, because there ain't really nothing they can do to really tell too much.
Yeah.
Ask them, can you have it out, or tell them that your woman has a yeast infection, and you just want to make sure that both of you all are clear. Ask your doctor to give you a diflucan, or her doctor can actually write you a diflucan.
If she get one.
If she gets a yeast infection, she can say, well, I want one for my husband, or I want one for my
that's
boyfriend.
A good idea,
Absolutely.
Man. So that means that we have to be vocal with these things.
Yes.
Then, you know what I'm saying? So we should, if we in a relationship, we need to share. Hey, just letting you know, I got a yeast infection, so I went to the doctor and I got you a prescription for one too. But let me ask you something. Do you think that people, you show this for yeast infection, what you really got?
I mean, listen, it should have diflucan on it. You go ask your doctor.
And then they'll tell you the generic.
Right.
So they'll know. I mean, they know.
But that's the smartest thing to do. If a woman has one, or even if a guy that drinks a lot of alcohol or a lot of beer all the time, next time you at your provider asking for a diflucan, to just get you a clean slate.
Yeah, I know,
you know,
right?
Ain't nothing wrong with that, honey. You know, you got to protect everybody involved.
Man walk around with a yeast infection for 5 years.
For
probably
5
don't even know
years, Shawn. Seriously. Seriously, to the point that your body is just walking around like it's just normal, and it's just dealing with it. It's still there. It may even bother you as much anymore.
Right.
But it's still living on you, which means you can still like really pass it on easily to your woman.
Giving everybody yeast infection. Everybody you mess with getting a yeast infection. Right. You don't know why.
Right.
You.
So
it's
right.
You.
It's you. It's you. Right? You. And so the other thing is, if you don't like the taste of yogurt, and I told you all to get past get past the taste of things, but maybe you're a vegan or something and you don't take in dairy products at all, right? Then you could just take a probiotic pill. Now, I take one on a daily. Okay. It's from Garden of Life. It's the Women's Daily Formula. It has, I think mine has like maybe 60 billion CFU. anywhere from 40 billion CFU on up to like even 90 billion is,
Okay.
you know, really, really good. Taken on a daily basis.
And tell them what CFU is for those people who, you know, don't know
Sorry,
microbiology. But really, it's just a bacterial thing. Like when you take a probiotic, it's like you're taking bacteria, healthy bacteria for your body. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So the CFU, what she's talking about is
colony forming unit, right?
Exactly.
Okay. I did okay in microbiology, but that was so many years ago, right? So yeah, you want because we have good bacteria, and then sometimes we have bad bacteria, and the good bacteria helps to keep the bad bacteria in check, if you will. So again, you want to make sure that you're fully stocked on the probiotics there. Okay. And
number one.
So, and everybody knows this, right? Urban myth, but quite true in fact.
Talk to them. Now this more about taste, right?
Right. Pineapples, right?
Right.
Pineapples and really fruits and vegetables overall.
Okay.
But pineapples is a fruit that is high in sugar, but natural sugars, right? And that taste can, or that formulation, if you will, can go down to influence the taste.
Why do you think that happens? Like I always wonder, because pineapple can be kind of pungent. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like one of them.
It's not pungent, it's acidic, but the vagina is acidic too.
Oh, that's why.
So they're one in that regard. They're one and the same.
What about lemons then?
Why not lemons? Why wouldn't lemons help?
Is that help?
A citrusy.
Like,
babe, what flavor you want today? Pineapple.
Like one of them Christmas sprites.
Citrus fresh.
Art and garden.
Oh goodness. But so this is what happens though. So there's a certain name for it, and maybe we can look it up later. But most women, or a lot of women, metabolize what they eat through their vaginal channel, right?
Okay.
And so while pineapples is really good because it helps with the taste down there, what's really bad, and this is just a bonus for you all, is seafood. A lot of women,
sense.
Yeah,
Makes
a lot
sense.
of women, and it's usually like inherited. So if you have it, if your body is this way, perhaps your mother's was this way, and her mother's, and so forth and so on. But for some women, when they eat seafood, right, the following day it metabolizes down there, and they start smelling a little fishy down there.
Interesting.
Right, it's a certain. And I want to look up the name. I should have looked up the name before we started, but. And it's not like an indication of any bacteria or any disease or anything like that.
It's just your body processing.
Right.
Your body processing this.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Processing it and it going down there. So, you know, you have to be careful because you don't want to eat too much seafood because you may take a shower at night, but you still may smell like seafood in the morning because that's what you ate.
And you know what? People do wake up in the morning feeling like some shrimp and grits, though. You know what I'm saying? Fish and grits, salmon croquet.
Salmon croquettes, right. I mean, like, really, so, you know, just, you know, I'm sure if you just took an extra shower that day, you would be fine. But, you know, watch that. If you know you got a special night coming up, don't order the lobster garlic noodles.
The night before.
Okay, the night before, you know, because now if you ordered it that night and then had sex that night, you good. But if you know that the following day, by the time it's run through your bloodstream and processed, metabolized through your system, so yeah, so you may want to watch for that. But anyway, so really fruits and vegetables as a whole. When you take in a lot of fruits and vegetables, I like to, like I say, I do my green powder that's full of fruits and vegetables. I also juice kale, parsley, apple, pineapple, pear, dandelion all together. All those things. If you notice, I said for the people or the women who, let me say for the women who don't take in a lot of fruits and vegetables. If you change that part of your diet and start trying to get at least 5 to 6 fruits and vegetables in a day, you will notice that you have less menstrual cramps. You will see your skin start to glow. Okay. And of course, you will notice a nice, even smell down there. And perhaps your man should notice a nice taste down there as well. By kind of coming off that meat a little bit and then increasing the fruits and vegetables,
Yeah.
you're gonna see a big change.
I mean, you know what, and it makes a lot of sense because, you know what I'm saying, like, everything just travels down, like, goes to our mouth and then come all the way out.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So it's traveling down. Everything we eat is metabolizing, and it's secreting. Where does this vaginal fluid come from? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So to me it only makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's hard. It's just so hard to eat right for your health when the worst shit tastes so good.
I know. But, you know, here's the thing. It's not like you can't eat the worst stuff if that's what you want to do. Mm-hmm. But you just need to just try to incorporate some of these things. Because the other thing that fruits and vegetables does, and I forgot to mention this, but the other thing that fruits and vegetables does is it makes it easier for you to achieve an orgasm. Oh, so women, if you're not achieving it's just the way it works. They're full of fruits and vegetables are the most nutritious foods that are out there. So the energy channel, right? Mm-hmm. Energy, it first enters into plants, and that happens through photosynthesis, right? The energy comes in, it converts the carbon dioxide to oxygen for us. But in the process of that, it also makes energy. Mm-hmm. When you eat a vegetable that's undergone photosynthesis, which you should have, right? You're getting the highest amount of energy you can possibly get. Mm-hmm. From there, the energy levels and the nutrition just goes down. Mm-hmm. So you have a cow, right, that comes and he eats the grass, which is undergone photosynthesis and has the highest amount of energy. But when it goes into the cow and you process the cow and eat the cow, you have lost 90% of the energy.
Wow.
90% of the energy. Yeah, and so it just keeps doing that. And through every channel that it goes through, you continue to lose energy. So when you eat, again, fruits and vegetables, they're the highest nutrition, the highest energy level. And when it goes into your body, you get the maximum benefit of it. Okay.
And just letting y'all know, this is scientist talking. I mean,
biologist.
Even better. You know right. To speak on something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, so, yeah. That's real.
Yeah. So if you're having problems with orgasms, then increase your fruit and vegetable intake. Okay. And if you don't like eating them, get you a green powder. It may not taste the best, but mix it up and take it to the head every morning, and just try to increase your fruits and vegetables, and you'll see a difference in your skin and so many other things. So,
hey man, hey, thank you for that. I think that was very educational. Just educated some people on this.
I know, I tried.
Okay, and I'm sure some people wonder why pineapples do that. You know what I'm saying? They wonder why, but I mean, you really just broke down everything. You know what I'm saying? So eloquently, so that you know why you taking the stuff. You know why you eating the stuff. You know why you doing what you doing. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's the bigger picture.
Yeah.
So, if you want good vaginal health, stop eating them hamburgers every day.
Yeah, please don't do it. Don't do it. And the French fries and those donuts. Because donuts got sugar and yeast, right?
Ooh,
yeah. So, whenever you're eating things, you just adding to the pot. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, just slowly start trying to incorporate some of these things. And before you know it, you will be doing all 5. And then your man will be a happy camper.
There we go.